Hello and welcome to Podcasting. I'm your host JT, and today we're going to be talking about a very popular product in the pet industry. You may have heard of them. They're called Milk-Bones. Milk-Bone makes a variety of treats, but mainly we all know they're biscuits. Their company was founded in 1908, so they've been around a long time. They're a type of treat that I see people use constantly. For multiple things, but we're going to get into talking about it, and along with that I'm going to show you some pictures online through my podcast. If you watch the podcast video that accompanies this audio, you'll see it change to show you the ingredient list of these products. We're going to start off with the Milk-Bone biscuits because they've been around forever. We've probably all used them at one point in our lives. I do not anymore, but their website will claim the biscuits are highly fortified with nutrition, minerals, and vitamins with a high nutrition value. They'll say how they clean the dog's teeth. They'll tell you how wholesome and tasty they are. So it's, the box for the price looks very pleasing because on the front of it they say cleans teeth and freshens breath and all these great things. But if you go to take a look at the product's ingredients, the first two ingredients are ground whole wheat and wheat flour. At the end of the day, any product that has corn, soy, or wheat for dogs or cats in it in any form contributes up to 70% of our dogs and cats' skin sensitivities and digestion sensitivities. 70%. That's a lot of different allergy problems. And that's an alarming rate. So knowing that, there is already a big problem with these biscuits. They have wheat in them, two different versions of it. The fourth ingredient is beef fat, but it says it's preserved with BHA and BHT. Now that one I have even bigger problem with because BHA and BHT has been banned in Japan, the United Kingdom, many other countries because it is a cancer-causing preservative. It can cause cancer, it can cause tumors. A lot of other countries don't use it, but yet here in the United States, we, for some reason, allow it in our human foods and in our pet foods. So these biscuits have those ingredients in there, and if you go further down, at the very end of it, you see the ingredient BHA again. So now they have BHA, a known cancer-causing chemical preservative, in our food, in our dog's Milk-Bone biscuits. That is unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. But a lot of people don't look at these products that closely because we trust when we go to a store that they're going to be safe. The problem is that every company is out there to make money, and it's up to us to look at the ingredients and decide if it's worth us spending money on or not. The next treat they make is a dental treat. It came out a couple years ago. On their website, it'll tell you how it freshens breath, clinically proven, effective as brushing. Once again, it's essential vitamins and minerals in it, and it got the Veterinary Oral Health Council seal of acceptance for tartar control. Well, that absolutely means nothing because you have to be careful of who you put your faith in. You have to put your faith in yourself. So if we look at these Milk-Bone brushing chews, as they're called, if we go to the ingredients, you'll see brewer's rice is the first ingredient. I'm not too worried about that. Brewer's rice isn't really the greatest rice on the planet. Brown rice is the only safe rice for dogs that actually is beneficial to them. Brown rice is a low allergen. I call it a positive carb. It can help with digestion and other things like that. But they do have chicken byproduct in it. Byproduct is not the greatest part of the chicken. It's pretty much the leftovers after we've done everything else we wanted to do with the chicken. So the quality of the meat and things is just not there. Another ingredient that's pretty controversial right after that is the word propylene glycol. Propylene glycol is an ingredient of antifreeze. Sounds scary. I believe it's scary. Some say it's safe. At the end of the day, propylene glycol is a chemical. Almost 50% of our dogs die of cancer. Many reasons go into that, but I would prefer not to put a chemical like that into my dog's food. So propylene glycol, some seeds, I think the CDC said it was generally safe, and generally. Well, I want someone to say this is safe, not generally safe, because generally doesn't instill confidence. Some of the things it can potentially lead to are kidney failure and liver failure. If you look at dogs and cats after, say, cancer, which is the number one killer of all dogs and cats, and you look at allergies, you look past those things, you see kidney failure and liver failure very high up in our dogs and cats as list of diseases that take them out. At the end of the day, why are we putting ingredients, once again, Milk-Bone, why are we putting ingredients in foods like byproduct, glycol, corn, soy, or wheat in our products that are leading to the downfall of our pets? It is time for us to really start diving into ingredients, and that's what my goal of all my podcasts is to show you that all the things that we've been using out there, and it's not our fault, it's just what's out there to use, are not actually safe for our pets. And there are many, many biscuits and Dental-Bones that are all natural. They have no fillers in them. They don't have any chemicals in them that we should be buying. They're not that much more expensive than what Milk-Bone is trying to present to us as a product. And back to these dental treats. If you go further down, you once again, like their biscuits, you see BHA used as a preservative. Okay, so I don't want to use them. They also have a product. It's something, I don't know how long it's been out, to be honest. I know in a lot of the stores that I work, it's a newer product, and they're called puffs. And these puffs are kind of like popcorn for dogs. They're very light. They almost melt in the mouth, which is kind of cool. I haven't seen them, fly off the shelves too much, but they boast on the front of them they're made with, peanut butter, or they have other flavors. But they'll tell you, once again, that if you go to the Milk-Bone website, that these are packed with indulgent chicken and flavors your dog will love. Okay, well, that's fine. Most dogs we know eat pretty much everything. So what I always like to do is go to nutrition. So once again, the first ingredient is brewer's rice of the Milk-Bones puffs. I said earlier, not the greatest ingredient, but I'm willing to look past that one. The second ingredient is corn flour. Well, we know from earlier that corn, soy, and wheat in any form are not healthy for our pets. So there's corn. This one does not have BHA or BHT or propylene glycol in it, but it does have yellow number 5 and yellow number 6 food dyes. So like the rest of the products, Milk-Bone's products are just not healthy. They claim to be. They want you to believe they are by their packaging, and if you read on their website, but it's all smokescreen. It's all marketing. If you go to the ingredient list, the true story is told there. And what the story is telling us is that we should not buy Milk-Bone products. I encourage people to look into finding other biscuits, other Dental-Bones other treats that are all natural, that don't have some of the greens I mentioned today in them, because the only way we are going to get these companies to change is if we stop buying their product and we hit them in the pocketbook. That forces them to change. If they don't change, they're going to go out of business, and we need to start forcing them to change, because no one is looking out for our pets. The FDA and AAFCO, they might come out with things here and there that seem like they're on our pet side, which, to a point they are, but at the end of the day, the industry standards for what is acceptable for our cats and dogs is very, very, very low, and it's sad. So I encourage everyone to look for alternatives other than Milk-Bones. If you have found anything I mentioned in this podcast helpful, please give us a like on our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, and please give us a share. We need to get this information out to more people, because a lot of us don't know, and knowing is half the battle. I stole that one from someone somewhere. I'll let you decide who I stole it from. So have a great day, and hopefully our pets will be better because of it.